Hey guys, it's Miki ASMR here, and today I'm going to be reading a Tsukishima Kei Listener. This one is titled Jealousy, and without further ado, let's get right on into the video. Squeezing your boyfriend's hand lightly, you smiled ahead and walked side by side with him to the gym. He had picked you up from the bus station since you were going to another school than him, and the time you two had spent together was rare, so you decided to come to his practice right away and spend some more time with him afterwards. Of course, little Suki was not fond of this idea at first. Showing affection in front of others wasn't really his cup of tea, but if he acted cold towards his lover, it would cause problems in their relationship, and he totally did not want that to happen. He knew that he could be happy that he found someone who could put up with his personality, which was not the best truth to be told. Not that he would ever tell anyone. He was surprised when you had told him that you found his shit-eating grin extremely attractive. Same. He remembered correctly the heat on his cheeks, which he had tried to hide by turning his face in the other direction. Only you were able to make him blush like that, or make him blush at all. Tsukishima squeezed your little hand back as he looked down at you. He also loved to tease you about your height. Oh yes, he did. Obviously, being a tower compared to you, he enjoyed having full control, and being such the bastard he was, he pointed it out whenever he could. Of course, you knew he was only making fun, the thing that he loved about you. You knew he wasn't making fun of you you knew that when he was making fun of you, he wasn't being serious, or to put it in other words, you weren't a hot-headed person like Kageyama or Hinata. He saw you look up to a gaze into his eyes and gave him a gentle smile, another thing that he loved about you. You were gentle, while he was blunt. Sometimes you were the one who stopped him from throwing nasty remarks at other people. Even if he would never admit it to anyone, you were definitely his better half. Nana Kei. You tugged slightly on his hand, snapping him out of his thoughts. Is that your school? You asked. Looking ahead, he realized that you had already made it this far. Indeed, it was his school, Kurasuno High School. And he had also realized that he had never taken you to his school before. Maybe he should show you around next time properly. Yep, he said, nodding, as he pointed with his free hand to the gym. Over there is the gym. Let's go. You agreed and hummed, and let him drag you over to the doors. Slipping his hand out of yours, Tsukishima slid open the door and exposed his already training teammates. Immediately, all eyes looked over at him. You went unnoticed since you were already hiding behind his back. I'm kinda late, he said nonchalantly. Didn't move from his place, and you tried to peer over his shoulder to see his teammates, which was a pretty useless attempt considering how tall he was, and he was built like a fucking tree. Of course you are, Tanaka spat angrily, with an angry expression on his face. You wanna fight? Yeah, wanna fight? Hinata appeared from behind Tanaka, gripping the taller male's shoulders and trying his best to glare at the tall human being, also known as your boyfriend. Tsukishima already had a smug grin on his face, and was about to retort with a comeback, but a loud squeal from behind him stopped what he was doing. He turned around, but you were gone, so he turned back to see you tackling Hinata into a literally breathtaking hug. You jumped onto him, wrapping your legs around his torso, and pushing his face into your chest/boobs if you're flat, just a chest. The shorter boy stumbled with burning cheeks, taken aback by the great jumping force at which you hugged him. You were perplexed and embarrassed as you attempt to gain balance once again. In the end, he still ended up falling onto its butt. Tsukishima stood there with his eyebrow twitching slightly and his lips pushed apart as he pushed his black frames of his glasses back onto his face. That was one of your habits that he'd rather, you not have. You had such a huge weakness for small, cute things. You would go all fanboy/fangirl, or fan MB, whatever, and crazy when you saw something like that. And your taste apparently was a small, cute boy, and he needed to fit into that category. The blonde had never thought he would feel this emotion, jealousy. He laughed sarcastically in his mind. Jealous of the shrimp? Never. He actually should be, because Hinata's my second favorite. Anyways, you, my dear sir, are the cutest human being I've ever seen. He breathed out loud, stroking his fluffy orange hair with an happy and excited blush. gracing your cheeks, while the boy underneath just stuttered not understandable words. "What's your name, huh?" you asked excitedly, placing your hands on the side of his head and staring down at him with admiring eyes. Hinata Shoyo. Wait, no, fuck, I messed it up. Hinata Shoyo. He squeaked, and the blush darkened as he rubbed your cheek against his and cooed over and over again. So cute. While everyone shot you to either the weird or jealous stares, Tsukishima's glare was definitely the hardest and scariest one. Okay, maybe I'm a bit jealous, Kei thought. "Kei," you cried out to him as he looked at him with sparkling eyes. Can I keep him home with me, please?" you asked, alternating and hugging the short boy underneath you, close to your body, with small hearts and flowers literally flying over the two of you. Well, mainly you. No. The glasses... I don't know how to say that sound today. The boy with the glasses said bluntly, while the light reflecting off of his lenses, making his eyes unseeable as he walked over to the two of you, and ripped you apart from the smaller boy. Whining loudly, you reached over to Hinata, who was on the floor, with a furious shade of red tinting his cheeks. Your boyfriend held you up by the collar, and the collar at the back of your jacket, of your school uniform, and walked you outside while giving everyone a casual goodbye wave with his hand, causing Tanaka to flip out again. With a loud huff, he placed you back down as he looked at you with a huge scowl on his face. "Kei," you started, smiling at him brightly. "Don't tell me you're jelly." Your stubborn boyfriend blushed in embarrassment, crossing his arms and turning his face away into another direction, as if I would be jealous of that hot-headed dwarf. He scoffed loudly, but it was to no use. You clearly saw through him. You were so jealous. You chuckled and wrapped your arms around the middle of his waist, pressing your face into his slightly buff chest. He didn't say anything, but he wrapped his arms around you nonetheless. "Don't worry." Your voice was muffled as you nuzzled into his clothed chest. "He may be cute and small, but you are tall and handsome, Kei." You looked up to him with a bright and gentle smile on your face as you got onto your tiptoes and puckered your lips in an attempt to kiss him. Sadly, he was still way too tall. You batted your eyelashes and pointed at your ready-to-kiss lips. The boy with the glasses rolled his brown eyes and leaned down to you with a smug grin on his face. Already expecting a kiss, you closed your eyes and felt his lips touch the corner of your mouth. A small "hey" escaped your throat as you protested, and he still missed a kiss. "Hey," he said, still with his shit-eating grin on his lips as he raised the palm of his hands to his chest. "It's not my fault you're so short. I can barely aim." You pouted and hid your face in his jacket, again while grabbing a fistful of black fabric. He snickered at your troubled facial expressions, which he, to be honest, found extremely cute. He wrapped his long arms around your waist and pulled you closer to him. It didn't take you long, and you chuckled along with him about his teasing remark. You felt how cold fingers brushed against the side of your face, beginning at your temple, down to your cheekbone, and lastly your jawline to your chin. Lifting your face up, your lips immediately met Tsukishima's. Beside his rough personality, he was a surprisingly gentle kisser. When not horny, of course. Oh my god. Hey, he was just a teenager, okay? Damn you and your horniness. I can't read that. His tongue slowly danced over your lower lips and began teasing you. You denied him entrance. Kei growled slightly into the kiss before a smirk mushroomed on his slim lips. Suddenly, you felt how his long fingers pinched the flesh of your waist, making you gasp in shock, which he took as a chance to push his tongue inside of your mouth. After some time, the two of you broke apart, heavily panting. You with a huge redness grazing your face, and Tsukishima with the slight blush and the trademark smirk that remained on his face. Damn you, Kei. You chuckled and punched his chest slightly. You sly motherfucker. You're sly motherfucker. Damn, too much of a sip for this. Extended ending. Did I miss something? Yamaguchi asked, who was just taking care of business in the restroom and looked at the volleyball members who had their nose either pressed against a window like creepy stalkers or had their ears glued to the door glued to the door. Psh, Tanaka hushed him, Tanaka hushed him with his index finger placed over his lips. As he turned around to eavesdrop again, Hinata did the same, who still couldn't get over the fact that he got attacked by Tsukishima's lover. Who would have thought that Four Eyes would find someone? Oh, you mean Suki? A freckled boy said to no one in particular, and instantly knew who they were talking about. Tadashi couldn't help but feel slightly jealous because you got to spend time with his best friend. But in the end, he was only feeling bad for you since you barely had time to see each other. And he admitted that you two looked really cute together. You two were like a piece of a puzzle. You were like the piece of the puzzle that Tsukishima was missing. And well, Yamaguchi shield. That was the main thing. Fuck, that was the cutest shit ever. When it was getting to the end, I was getting a little too flustered. I'm really sorry if that bothered you guys. I can't help it. Tsukishima's my favorite. I am in love with Tsukishima. And I'm so happy that they did Hinata for that, because honestly, if I saw Hinata in real life, I would do that. No matter how much anxiety I have, I would go up and tackle that motherfucker, because he is the cutest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. And I stand by that. Everybody should. And I like that they did Hinata being jealous instead of Kageyama, because usually it's Kageyama for some reason. I don't know why, but I love Hinata so much, like, oh my god. But that's not the point. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you tap the subscribe button. I was gonna say subscription button. Tap the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you can get notified every single time I post a video. Also tap the like button because that is something for the YouTube algorithm, and also comment down below some other characters you want me to read, and I will definitely do that for you guys because I love reading your guys' requests. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are here by the end of the video, you are the MVP. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys being here with me. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.